we're going to play a little game called Should I Keep Exercising? What I have on the board here are 4 different categories that I'm going to explain to you momentarily. These all represent a different way that you can feel during a different exercise at any given time. And right now, you're at home thinking, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to work through this or not. We're going to break that down right now so you have extreme clarity around what is good to train through and what is not. Let's start up over here. This is a pain scale. If something is hurting on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being childbirth for those of you who had a child, or a kidney stone for those of you who passed one of those. Fortunately for me, knock on wood, neither yet. A 10 is the worst pain in the world. A 1 is no pain at all. Where do you think the line is for how much pain you should tolerate before you decide, I need to stop doing this? Where should that line be? Is it at 1? No. 2? No, you can keep going. 3? You can keep going. 10? Can we tolerate a 10? We shouldn't tolerate a 10. What about a 6? Not at Active Life. We like to give people the guideline of right here. A 1 through a 4, you're in the irritation zone. A 5 to a 10, you might be causing yourself damage, and we recommend you stop doing it for the day. If it persists, see somebody, a coach, an Active Life professional, or doctor. Up next, in the middle of a set or a middle of a workout, it's getting better even if it started in pain. Is that good or is that bad? It's staying the same. Is that good or is that bad? It's getting worse. Is that okay? Well, here are the rules. If it's getting better, we're going to put that in the green zone. You can keep going. If it's staying the same and you followed rule number 1, which means it's only a 1 to a 4, generally speaking, we're going to be okay with that also. Avoid being a hero. If it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, just take it down a notch for the day. It's just a day. If it's getting worse, we're going to shut that baby down for the day. I made this mistake a few weeks ago. I decided, you know what, my hamstring's feeling a little bit tight, but I just have 3 more sprints left, so I'm going to push through it. And we were hobbled for about 4 weeks. Big mistake for 1 rep that never had to happen. I would have been fine the next day had I let it go. Up next, a set is over. There's no discomfort before you started, but now that you've started, it's hurting, you stopped. The pain lingers a little bit. Is it okay to keep going? Should I do another set? Certainly not until the pain has completely subsided. But if the pain has completely subsided in less than, let's call it 2 minutes, and you go back into another set and it doesn't come back, then we're going to say that that's good to go. Remember, there's a little bit of a red, but maybe in there. It goes away completely after a set. You put the weight down and the discomfort is gone. Flying through the green zone. What about if it gets worse? You put the weight down and it's worse. It's, oh man, now it's really starting to bother me. Well, that's going to be in the red. We may be doing some damage and we're going to shut it down for the day. Maybe following a trend. If it's getting worse, give it a break. Up next, you're done with the workout. You've left the gym or you're done with your run, whatever the case may be. It is 48 hours later and you still feel the discomfort that you felt during the set or during your workout. Should you go back and do that workout again? That's going to be, whoops, put the wrong cap on there. That's going to be a big no. If you're still feeling focal pain, not soreness, but the idea that like if I go, it hurts here. 48 hours after exercise, I'm going to recommend you continue resting that and or go see somebody professionally. What about 24 hours later? Still a no. Remember, this is focal. This is not my shoulder is sore 48 hours later. It's right here is where I feel it. You feeling that? It's a no-go. What about 6 hours later? Workout's over. It's 6 hours later. This is a probably okay. Think of this like the lingers. It's a probably okay with a little bit of a but maybe in there. So be really mindful of that one. Make sure that you're being honest with yourself and the pain is either reducing or gone completely. But if it's still significant, 5 to 10 especially, that's going to be a no. I hope this was helpful in your decision making for your next workout. Turn pro.